Hi, I'm Andre Huey, the host of Crypto World. Welcome to another edition of this exciting show where we discuss the world of cryptocurrency and all the stories, developing stories around the beautiful world of cryptocurrency. Well, this week on Crypto World, we've been talking about the Cassie coin and the Griffin coin for the last few weeks. Well, this week, we're going to talk about a totally different cryptocurrency, but one that is taking the world by storm. Bitcoin Cash, not Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash. That's separately and different and apart from Bitcoin. And it's been used widely and extensively. It's growing actually in the island of St. Kitts in the Caribbean. We'll be talking with one of the developers, or rather one of the business owners in St. Kitts that has been utilizing Bitcoin Cash extensively. John Zuliani, he's the president of Royal St. Kitts Hotel, one of the premier hotels in the beautiful location of Frigate Bay in St. Kitts. And he has been using Bitcoin Cash extensively in his hotel. You can book rooms, you can purchase at his restaurant, you can do everything there with Bitcoin Cash, no cash whatsoever. Quite an extensive interview we had with him. This is a very interesting interview. You don't want to miss this. He spoke about how you can actually use Bitcoin Cash in his establishment and how easy it is and the advantages of it over cash. All that in this week's edition of Crypto World.
2 minutes, I saw the potential of it. I pretty much adopted it all throughout the hotel, from paying for your F&B meals, for your hotel rooms, to purchasing a condo unit. So right across the board, we accept crypto now and Bitcoin Cash more importantly because we see the value in it and are looking forward to attracting more of that crypto community to come vacation here and learn about St. Kitts because of how easy it is to come here, especially from North America, and to not have to carry a wallet everywhere you go because of the mass adoption. I'm not the only business doing this. There's a lot of other businesses that have seen the benefits and they adopted it very quickly. I don't think there's any country that's gotten quite the per capita number of businesses on board with taking Bitcoin Cash as St. Kitts has in a very short period of time. So it's super exciting. Looking forward to the results, to be honest.
So walk us through with a guest that comes to your hotel. How do they transact? You don't have to walk with a wallet, just walk with your phone.
They need ID, just to verify their ID. There are options at the end of payment, whether they're staying for lunch, quick lunch, or staying in the hotel. You have a choice of paying by credit card, cash, or with Bitcoin Cash. All of our points of sale systems integrate with the crypto apps that Roger has designed, like the Bitcoin Cash Register app, the Bitcoin wallet. So it's so easy, straightforward, and simple that it's scan a code and pay. So, I mean, when it comes to COVID, there's no touch. So many benefits that continue to go down the list of using it.
When it comes to cost of doing business, when you compare that to traditional formats, talk to us about that in terms of savings.
So it's not even comparable. Your average credit card company is going to charge anywhere from 3 to 4%, no matter what you're charging them, if it's a small bill or a large bill. Delays to getting your funds, chargebacks, headaches, clients trying to claim that what they bought they didn't really pay for, all kinds of things that create. With Bitcoin Cash, the transaction's made, there's no cashbacks, it's all straightforward, it's all there on the blockchain, no one can challenge it. It can't get any more simple. And I guess at the end of the day, I feel the easiest thing that will prevail and get mass adoption.
Are you surprised at the rapid growth of it? I mean, we've heard of Bitcoins before. I mean, Roger was actually one of the forefront persons for Bitcoins. But Bitcoin Cash in the last year or two has just exploded here.
It has. I'm not surprised. Everyone I've spoken to about it, once I saw the benefits firsthand, hearing about it's one thing, but then it's another thing to actually do a transaction that would have normally taken you 4 days for the wire to clear at the bank, or whatever the case may be, immediately, within seconds, and know that the deal is done, whether you're selling a condo unit, paying for a 7-night stay at our hotel, or just paying for a meal. It's just hands down, once you start using it, the benefits are obvious, and you'll continue using it.
Where do you see the future of Bitcoin Cash here, or even other cryptocurrencies for that matter, in the banking system here? And walk us through the advantages of, well, aside from what you just mentioned, of transacting in crypto as opposed to transacting fiat.
Yeah, I mean, just to go along with what I mentioned, time is money, right? We all work for a living, we earn our money through time generally, and going to the bank, standing in line takes time. None of that is required. You have to have a smartphone and an internet connection, and pretty much everybody in St. Kitts has that. So with such a simple base, that's why I feel it's going to get mass adoption. And at the end of the day, the more people adopt it, the more valuable it gets, so everybody benefits. But that doesn't mean that, cash here is going to be not used anymore. There's still going to be use for that. It's going to coincide together, as in my perfect world, as an option of payment for all merchants or guests coming to the island.
One of the trademarks of cryptocurrency is the fact that it's not a centralized unit, it's not a centralized currency, unlike regular currency, which is, have a central bank, they oversee what happens, etc. Are you concerned that Bitcoin Cash and other cryptocurrencies, I know they're trying it in the US, are going to be somehow regulated by a central body? And if that happens, would that affect the advantages that you have now using cryptocurrency?
Again, I'm not a cryptocurrency expert. I'm relatively new to the space, but I don't see that happening because it's already too late for them to try to regulate in that extensive way. They can't print more Bitcoin Cash tokens. They can't print more because they don't have control of the system, right? And that's the big difference between the US dollar and the Fed being able to print more dollars, which reduces the buying power of everybody else. Can't be done.
You're watching Crypto World right here on our online platform. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversation with John Zuliani of Royal St. Kitts Hotel in the beautiful island of St. Kitts in the Caribbean. Coins Crypto Exchange, the ideal place to trade and purchase cryptocurrency. www.coinze.com. Get your online wallet, the most secured online wallet for spot holding and the latest protection and user privacy. At Coins Exchange, swap your coins instantly with no withdrawal restriction or minimum balance. Whatever the currency presently available, the Coins Crypto Exchange offers you the best experience, fast and secure service, and protection. Coins Crypto Exchange, www.coinze.com. Trusted worldwide. Welcome back to Crypto World. We're going to continue our discussion with John Zuliani of the Royal St. Kitts Hotel in St. Kitts in the British Caribbean. And we spoke about the Bitcoin Cash and how his hotel has been utilizing the cryptocurrency in allowing his guests and those persons who patronize his business to transact entirely with Bitcoin Cash.
There's only so much money in circulation. The Fed printed over, I think it was 40% of all cash that was ever in circulation for the U.S. government to give out to all of its citizens, as well as all the future plans they have on infrastructure and this. Well, when they print more money, the rest of us that are holding U.S. dollars or EC Caribbean dollars that are pegged to the U.S. dollar, we lose our buying power, which means the amount of money, the value in the bank account doesn't change, but you can buy less things with it. So essentially, it's like you're paying U.S. taxes, even though we're in St. Kitts and we're not paying U.S. taxes. So that's, I guess, my concern. Because they control the money supply, they can inflate it and print as much as they want for their needs at all of our costs elsewhere around the world, which is slightly unfair, and they can't do that with cryptocurrencies. Crypto does provide volatility, which can be a negative, especially if you put in more than you can handle to lose at this time because of its volatility. But as mass adoption comes, I think that volatility will start to be reduced drastically. that's just my guess.
And why do you think it's grown so quickly here? I mean, the central bank introduced the Dcash, but for some reason, Bitcoin Cash seems to have just exploded much faster.
So the tools that you give people to use it are very important. Even for myself, I've heard of Bitcoin years ago and always wanted to buy some, but it was never that easy to do. Now with the Bitcoin.com wallet, where you can send a friend a link for $1 and they download the app, get $1 in their account, and it's all set up there for them. For a merchant to just download the Bitcoin cash register app, put in their address to their Bitcoin wallet, and now their store clerk has a means to collect crypto. It's less than a 30-second setup for downloading 2 apps for any business, and less than 10 seconds for a single individual to download the app and start using it. And it's send and receive, and then listing the currency you want to send. So it doesn't get more simple than that. Everyone's intimidated when they hear something new or don't have someone there to show them. But I think part of the mass adoption was a lot of the vendors were willing to show other vendors what they are doing and how they're doing it, which is, proves how St. Kitts' community kind of helps each other and spreads the word, because that's why I think there was so much natural adoption through all the business merchants. We all want to be able to get that extra customer that would pay in crypto that wouldn't have normally walked in because they saw the opportunity to pay maybe in crypto.
And so eventually you think as more users come on board, then the transaction process will be a lot easier and a lot faster because more people do it.
No, the transaction process is super fast now. It takes less than, as soon as you send it, it's received. I was more referring to the volatility because the value of it does go up and down. But at the end of the day, as mass adoption comes, I think that volatility will be reduced.
Right. The actual receiving of funds, or actually, going and transacting. How do you think people will adopt to that? Because again, as you said, when something is new, people either are fearful of it or don't really want to do it. But how quickly do you think? I mean, considering the growth of it amongst the merchants, in terms of users.
So that'll be dependent on government and the businesses throughout. For example, for us, we've started a unique. We've had a lot of requests for implementing a pension plan. And times are tough with COVID, not a lot of business and whatnot, but I still wanted to do this, and we found a great outlet of a client who actually purchased a unit from us, has a business where he helps businesses like us invest in pension plans for all of their staff. We started with anyone who's been working with us over 5 years and purchasing crypto to hold for the long haul. So in 5 or 10 years, as it continues to trend up, as we believe it will, they will have now a nice pension to retire on. On top of that, we did an additional Christmas bonus of $100 on top of regular salary and bonuses to give everyone an opportunity to use it and try it out. So I believe as soon as people are at the point of being comfortable to start accepting some of it in terms of pay, that's when it'll really kind of explode. And if the government was to start accepting it, maybe at Skellig or these things, that's also key, because people need to be able to pay their bills. And right now you can pay your cable and wireless, you can pay at stores and locations, but you can't pay the government yet. And I think that's a big, exactly. If that was to be accepted, I would see, much quicker adoption, from what we've already had, which is amazing. So any which way, it's positive, and I don't look at it as a negative.
Right. And cash, because there's still some people who like to have cash, and they want to know, okay, so if I have X amount of crypto in my wallet, would I be able to access some of it in cash if I wanted to? How would they go about doing it?
Yeah, so it can be intimidating at first, but it is very simple. You have your wallet on your phone that acts as like your wallet that holds your cash. And then you also have a exchange account with a company like Blockchain, for example. And this exchange account allows you to send your cryptocurrency from your wallet on your phone to your exchange site. Once the funds arrive there, you can sell your cryptocurrency there into US dollars or EC dollars or Canadian, whatever currency you want. And then you can withdraw it from blockchain.com to your bank account at National Bank, Republic Bank, or wherever you bank here. It does take 5 or 6 days, so it isn't instant, but you can convert
You
it
can transfer from your blockchain account.
from crypto, from blockchain, your blockchain.com account to your bank account very easily. I've done it myself to verify, so I know it can be done. And then you can also go the other way for loading funds onto your account. So you can send a wire transfer from your bank to blockchain.com, which would arrive in US or EC dollars, and then purchase Bitcoin Cash with it, and then transfer it to your wallet. You have to look at an exchange account in the crypto world like a bank account, where it's centralized and there's a company behind that exchange. Your wallet, you are responsible for your wallet and what's on your phone and your private keys. So if you lose your wallet and you don't have your seed phrase, your 12 words saved up, you could lose your crypto. But that's why you should write those down, not take a photo, not put it on iCloud, don't email it to yourself, and put it somewhere safe that you keep other valuables. So St. Kitts is in a very unique position because our main product is tourism. And the crypto community is growing at a faster rate than any community out there in the world, and could be at over 1 billion users before we know it. And all of those users know about El Salvador, which made Bitcoin a legal tender. So if St. Kitts made Bitcoin Cash legal tender, I guarantee all of those people would know about St. Kitts, and that would really provide us great name recognition and the ultimate free marketing. I also believe that the government is very forward-thinking and understands that, the first country in the islands to embrace this are going to benefit. And like you said, it's a race. No one remembers who comes in second or third or does it second or third, but they all know who does it first. So I feel there'd be tremendous benefit if that was something to be considered by the government, with the benefits that would come from the world knowing of St. Kitts and putting us on the map in such a strong and forward-thinking way. So I think the government's done a great job in, facing all the challenges we've had to face here in St. Kitts. It hasn't been easy as a business owner. I'm sure it's not easy being government, something I would never want to do. But at the end of the day, we have to look to the future and what would benefit St. Kitts the most. St. Kitts started with citizenship by investment, got a lot of slack for it up front. But look at it now, with a platinum brand, every other island is copying us and in some ways jealous of the development and the things that St. Kitts has been able to do in such a short period of time.
That's how we end this edition of Crypto World right here on our online networks. Join us next week. We'll have another exciting edition of the show. You don't want to miss what we have in store for you. I was your host, Andre Huey. Thank you once again for watching Crypto World.
Coins Crypto Exchange, the ideal place to trade and purchase cryptocurrency. www.coinze.com. Get your online wallet, the most secured online wallet for spot holding and the latest protection and user privacy. At Coins Exchange, swap your coins instantly with no withdrawal restriction or minimum balance. Whatever the currency presently available, the Coins Crypto Exchange offers you the best experience, fast and secure service, and protection. Coins Crypto Exchange, www.coinze.com. Trusted worldwide.